Tre Cime and Cadini are two of the most popular destinations in the Dolomites. Here are 5 tips that you need to know if you're going to go to these destinations to make sure that you have a good experience. Number 1, you need to book parking in advance. This is because there's a checkpoint to get to these locations. So when you drive in, there's a boom gate and it'll read your registration plates. And if you've done the online registration, you'll be able to drive on through all the way up and then park at the top. If you haven't, you're going to be stuck and it is a very, very long walk. I didn't do it, but I saw a few people doing it and they looked buggered before they even got to the hiking trails. We booked our parking 2 weeks in advance and there were plenty of spots left. Number 2, get there early, really early. The main reason for this is because these are the 2 most popular spots in the whole of the Dolomites, which means a lot of people end up coming here. And as a result, things can get very busy. We got there at 5:45 and that's pretty early, but it was definitely worth it. Although there was already quite a few people there. And this will make a little bit more sense when it comes to the next tip. Tip number 3 is that you make sure that you go to Cadini before you go to Tre Cime if you're planning on doing both hikes. The Cadini lookout is incredibly popular and there have been recorded wait times of 2.5 hours to go and get a photo on this prime location. When we got there early, we were able to walk through and have no issues getting a quick photo and then moving on to the rest of our trip. We had to wait for maybe 5 minutes for a few people in front of us to do exactly the same thing we wanted to do. But when we were talking to fellow travelers about 30 minutes later, they'd said that they had actually been told that they couldn't go and take a photo at the lookout because there was wedding photographers that were doing wedding shoots there. And apparently this is a very regular occurrence. We looked on all trails after we'd been there, and later that day we saw that someone was waiting for an hour and a half to get a photo at the spot. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even wait that long to get a photo there, even though it is absolutely amazing. It's just not really my thing. But if it is your thing, you should really make sure that you get there early, and then you'll be able to get your photo quickly and get on with the rest of your day. Because if you do both the Cadini and Tre Cime, it's actually a huge day. And the reason that you do Cadini first is because as the day goes on, it just seems to get busier and busier. So try and get there early, get in before there's lots of people, and then you won't have to worry about waiting around for hours. Tip 4 is to do the Tre Cime hike anti-clockwise. In the short, I did say that you'll thank me later, and I'm about to explain why. There are no rules in how you approach the Tre Cime hike, and there's lots of different pathways that you can go, and off loops that shoot off all over the place. But when it comes to the main loop that people do, not only is it quite big, I think in the whole day we ended up doing about 16 kilometers, but the loop is actually about 12, I believe. If you do it anti-clockwise, you won't end up having a very steep incline to do about halfway through your hike. Instead, there's a gradual incline, which we actually didn't find to be too challenging at all. You will definitely spike your heart rate, but I think it didn't feel super challenging. Whereas we've read that people who've gone the opposite way around and done the hike clockwise have ended up saying that it was very challenging. So don't be those people and be like us and take the easy way. Tip number 5 is to bring coins or notes because you're going to have to use them if you want to go to the toilet. There are refugios and toilets along the hike, but they require cash to pay for the toilets, and they have to be exact coins. Some of them are €1 and some of them are 50 cents. But if you go to the refugios, you can get them to break notes for you in order to get the right amount of cash. Another thing to keep in mind is that the toilets are actually drop toilets, so if that's something that you're going to have some difficulty with, just be aware that that's all they have on offer. Those are my top 5 tips for hiking Tre Cime and Cadini in the Dolomites. But what I would like to hear is that if you have tips, to put them in the comments, and then I can learn a little bit and other people who are watching this video can learn as well, to make sure that everyone has the best experience possible. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and there's going to be lots more travel content coming out. Alright, catch you in the next one.